Alright peeps, welcome back to Cavey, our 32 by 32 wee challenge map here. Now we left off in the last episode, just getting our lumber mill up and running. Now I have unpaused it here, I'll go and do it in one worker temporarily while the water flows out and fills up and our spills our little dams here. But I wanted the workers in, so we start getting logs in. We start claiming some of these logs that are getting chopped down because we also have a big important building project to get built, which is this water pump. And if I'm doing that water pump, I'm going to also have to do these 3 small tanks as well. But providing we get 6 logs in here. Oh, it's spinning, it's spinning. 2 grafters in there. Do we have a builder? We still got a builder. But as I was saying, providing we get 6 logs in there total, we'll be able to get 6 planks in here and have access to these lovely, beautiful oaks, which we'll chop down, make even more planks, get this ladder built to these oaks, and that will hopefully get us enough wood to get up to here. Because this is my goal for this episode. I want to be king of the hill, looking down upon the settlement. I mean, it's a bit of a lofty goal, but this is the MiGly Place channel. And as we do on the MiGly Place channel, we often forget about the very important parts. The forester that's going to get built after those 2 bloody ladders. Speaking of the ladders getting built, we just got a little plank in here. Now that these logs have been picked up, let's get the kohlrabies in place. And how are we doing with logs? We've got none left after this. So we did only get 3 logs out of that. That's no bother, because in this old forester here, we've got 10 logs knocking about. So beavers, be a doll and pick those up. Get them in the old plankaroo there and get them built. And you know what? Since I've got the old forester unlocked, I can actually start planting things now. So let's start with a little bit of blueberry action over here. We're going to be blueberrying it up all the way over here. I'm even going to use my override tool. So when these oaks over here get chopped down, they get replaced with berries straight away. No micromanaging necessary. And as for this bit here, we're going to go on ever blossoms. Lovely pink trees. Should add a nice bit of colour over here. We'll have the blue blueberries and the pink ever blossoms. One more thing before I end up planting kohlrabies over here. I want to get a ladder on that bit of wall and that bit of wall. And that gives our farmhouse here access to this ground and up here. Although I will pause this one because we may have access to up here with this ladder here. We'll get that built first. But I mean first we need to get this bloody thing built. 5 out of 6 planks and we've got a log in there being turned into a plank. And the second this ladder's in place, this lumberjack flag can go wild with it. Yep. Let us rebuild the old forester real quick as well. Replant dead trees, of course. Oh, it's in. I missed it completely. Ah, utterly failed, you peeps. The ladder's in and the lumberjack flag is absolutely chomping away at that oak. And that oak gives us 8 bits of wood. And you know what? I am going to start planting up here. But this isn't going to be ever blossoms or blueberries. It's going to be grapevines. Grapevines on this side of the river there. Oh, we just had our first beaver carcass. Oh, it just disappeared there. No grass. Died of old age. And that does unfortunately leave us without a builder for the time being. You know what? I think we can go and do it to 1 on the industrial lumber mill. We're not really getting all the logs in the world in. And we're not going to be for a while after we chop these oaks down, so let's not go too gung-ho with it. Davey the builder! Big Davey. Putting the last of the planks in. Go on, didn't make us out to be a liar. Bloody Davey, man. I mean, I'm the one that's sitting here barefacing it to yous. You know what, Davey? I would love for you to pick up those logs. What's that coming round the corner? Is it a Davey? He's even got a plank. Plank it in, war kid. Wow, look at it. We've even got a beaver going straight up in a pick a berry. You know, with beaver berries that have been picked over here, we'll see rip it up. But that does mean that any new planks should be getting chucked into this forester. Any new logs, like these 3 here that this Bobby's just hanging about in, they should get picked up, put into the handy dandy small warehouses to make the deep water pump, which we kind of need. Oh, look at that, 15 logs, we're flying, we're absolutely flying. Let's start pathing this up as we go. In this bit of path here, gonna be a ladder. Quite an important ladder, I will say that. More important than these 2 here. But I will pop these on a high priority. Oh, you know what? Can we see? We can see. No need for ye, pal. You can be a kohlrabi. Now, we are somewhat maxing and relaxing on with storage here, so I'm going to reduce the old farmhouses down to 1 each. That also give us a builder, which I didn't realise. We were missing a builder. Oh, we're missing a builder because the big water pump's in. Davey, the water pump. Pumping up the water. Davey is a jack of all trades. He was the OG founder and settler of Cavey. He was a district centre manager. He was a planker. He's been a berry picker. He's a water pumper. And he's also got his offspring there, banging away on the old forester in the corner. And once we get this forester in, we can actually plant some trees and maybe have self-sufficient wood supplies. Keyword there being maybe, of course. Now, I did say once this deep water pump was built that I was going to unpause the small tanks, because each one of these water pumps has got to have 3 tanks each. And there we have 3 tanks each. And you know what I think it's time for? Spend some science. We got a drought on day 3! After I just whapped down my science points doing, I couldn't even spend them all because I didn't do the maths correctly. Okay. I don't want any resources getting dumped into these. We'll come back to them when we've got 200 science points not going to move for triple platforms. Now, since we've got a drought approaching, we're going up to 2 grafters in the industrial lumber mill. I want to make as many planks as possible before this drought hits. Because as soon as this drought hits, this wheel's going to stop moving and we're not going to be able to plank any more logs. Doesn't matter how many oaks or brave trees here chopped down. Doesn't even matter. And I'm thinking about pausing this breeding pod as well, so we'll have 2 on the gun. It's just I don't want to overdo the population. If we get a bit of a long drought or for the inevitable bad tide when we don't have any ability to grow or regenerate crops, we're going to need the minimal amount of beavers as possible at that point. So I think 2 will net us a population of about 20. And that should be a canny little gun with it. Now I'm going to pause this 3rd small tank, because that's getting built before the forester is, and we only need 4 logs in here. And it's really quite important to get this forester in as quickly as possible. Go on, builder beaver. Who is it? There comes Ibex, gunning doing the walk. Getting ready to hammer the last of the logs in this bit forester here. Like an absolute leg end, and then he becomes the forester to plant his very first cherry blossom tree. It's not a cherry blossom, is it? It's an ever blossom tree. And there it is, the first ever blossom in Cavey, swiftly followed by the second ever blossom in Cavey. And I hope this bit of rubble here guns to the left, because if it guns to the right, we're in a world of hurt. Oh, Davey. Oh no, where's it gonna gun? Please go into this bit of green bit here. Please. Oh, here. It's going to end up disappearing. Can we please have a builder pick up these 3 logs? I actually cannot waste them. Like, so much so, I'm just going to say don't plant a tree there. I don't know why I didn't say don't plant trees there. Get planted. Look at what do we have here. Our first grapevine. He's not going to plant our 2nd or 3rd or 4th. No, just the one. Just the one grapevine. I mean, fair enough. It is clock off a clock. I still need to get used to this bloody Forever Daylight mod, like. I just saw a builder get this ladder in. I've maximum prioritised this blueberry. Let's wait for a builder beaver to come and hammer it out. There we are. Who's hammering out the blueberry bush? It's Blue Maloo. What? Blue Maloo. I thought you were the bloody berry picker. Oh, actually I bloody paused the berry picker, didn't I? Because there's not that many berries to left to pick. I paused Blue Maloo over here, because I was like, you're basically done. We're mainly waiting on trees to grow to get this path finished. And here we have a wee speedy up bit of Blue Maloo, the lone builder beaver in Cavey, all by himself, building the off-screen ladder, 2 planks and logs at a time. And I believe, since we didn't see him gone away, he's up hammering away in the blueberry bush. Now look at this for a treat for the eyes. We got Blue Maloo hammering away. Well, he just finished hammering when I came out of that. But Blue Maloo will be back. He'll be hammering away again at these maximum priority ladder stack here. I'm going to unpause this small tank because we are filling up our water supply and we are about to come into a drought. So we need all the water we can get. So Blue Maloo, hammer this bad lad up and let me try and get an angle of which when I unpause you see the kit. Oh, the kit moved, and I meant to say when I turned the hood off. But anyway, speedy up time, get the small tank in, Blue Maloo. And there we have the small tank in. You can see Blue Maloo hammering away in the left there, building the old ladders. And I'm going to just leave it here for a sec. Wait for the drought to kick in. We'll be able to watch the falls stop falling and the slurpers stop slurping. There we are, the drought has started. The falls have stopped falling. And how long is this bad old drought? 7 deer. It's not too bad, it's not too bad. But it's not phantasmal either. Right, pause these 2 jobs. Unpause these 3 sciences. I should still have heaps of builders. Oh, and I didn't pause the breeding pod. Right, I need to pause the breeding pod. Ooh, we're up here now. You're planting your kohlrabies up there, beavers. And I should unpause this gatherer flag once you pick these berries, get them ripped out, replaced with kohlrabi. And I did, unfortunately, accidentally mess it up over here. This isn't supposed to be planted. And I have a feeling I'm going to have to rip that up, so get it done before I change my mind. Look at that beaver giving us the mean eye. Woody, look at that beaver! I'm here to watch this grafter dig a little hole and put some kohlrabis in there. Thank you very much, Lee friend. At least you're not giving us the mean eye from our other way. Alright, so we pretty much got them maxed out. Oh, look at the beavers hanging out! Look at that. 2 jobs now have beavers hanging about when they're idling up a height. The old upper height hang-about artists. I bloody love you, Zaddy. But anywho, now that these are ripped up, let us path our way up here, claim this mountain as our own by building a little storage depot, as one does. Now this is hopefully how I'm going to manage to not die a horrible, horrific death on this map, or at least not have the beavers suffer that fate, at the very least. And there we have me little storage set up. I accidentally moved the camera at the beginning, so sorry that the speedy up bit wasn't too good. But I've got me berries, me kohlrabis, and me water storage up here. And I'm hoping to get it built, well, in these stages that you see. Like this. So I should see the beaver builders marching along, marching up there, and going all the way across. Because we can see the full top plateau here. And you know what? While we're simply waiting about for a couple of days, why don't we have ourselves a little speedy up bit of all of this storage getting built, and we'll be able to fully utilise it in the next cycle. I mean, once a big berry hoose is in, you'll be able to see the berry pickers gone mental picking up all the berries. Morning, beavers! Everybody up and up! We need to get up and building. We've got 1 day left of this drought, and then we're going to have a lot of big worker storages going on. Because I have more than 200 scions. Which means unlocking the triple platforms. A little something like that. And then we can fill out this little area. Alright then, beavers. Build this, please! Pretty please, with the quickness. Now, I do have a little bit of shenanigans going on here with a ladder that Gan's doing, so we don't end up forgetting about that. Let's actually pop a path all the way across, connecting in like that. And actually, I don't think we need this double platform, and not strictly needing this platform either, so I'll pause it. But these platforms up here, I want you to get in, because they're going to house some more water pumpers, just like that. And then I saw this door sitting here, and I was like, I need to put a water pumper right off the door. So from the 4-way district centre, you've got an inventor off one side, and directly opposite, a water pump on that side. What do you mean it's too far from a district? It's right there. It's right bloody there, mate. It's block 1. Look, it's block 1. Well, I suppose I'm deleting this small tank. I guess we'll get a bonus 12 logs for that. Just didn't think about the fact we put 15 in to get those bonus 12 out. But we'll come along canny our yard, didn't we? We're filling up the kohlrabis back here instead of up here first for some reason. Same with the berries. But we've got a fair few berry storages in. A couple of water storages. I would like a few more water storages in. Oh, I think this is what's happening here. Let's get a little angle of the beavers coming up the ladder there and building these little water storages here. Tell you what, I'm quite enjoying that little pink forest over there. And we do need to tidy the rest of this up real quick. So what I've been doing is just marking these to get demolished whenever they're actually picked and they've got any berries on them. And then using the handy dandy mod override tool saying, slap some ever blossoms on there, and then I don't have to think about it anymore. Sorted. Oh yeah. I didn't think about that. Clearly, obviously. Let me replace this lumberjack flag that I deleted. Equally off the path. But let me replace it on the path, so that when this tree does finally grow in and out of it now, 15 cycles time with the amount of times it dries out, we'll be able to chop it down, get the lumberjack flag up there, which will allow us to chop all of this down. Because look, at the moment, well, it was over here and it actually couldn't see this tree. As you can see, it can't see the tree. But this one can see the tree, so it's a bit redundant, this lumberjack flag now. That's it, we are waiting for very few trees to grow. We've got 98% here, 87%, 96%, 57%. A nice 96 there. I only be able to see this in action. You get to see the beavers hammering up the bush, and then the beaver behind it, he'll start planting the everblossom on there. Right, so we're not that far off all of these old oaks in the map from being absolutely gone. And there's the planter planting an everblossom where the berry bush used to be. And how far are we on these ones? 70%? We're getting there, not too far, not too far. And that's 70% of 13 days, not bloody 70% of 30 days. So yeah, nah, it's not as long But the reason I popped this ladder in here is we have range from the forester. And that's also why the forester has doors on this side. So yeah, I've been thinking from the very start. May only be episode 2, but I've at least been thinking an episode or 2 ahead. Doesn't mean I'll execute those thoughts properly, but we can try. But down here, I'm thinking, do I plant mangroves for food or unbelievably tall bamboo for wood? Because 10 days for 8 wood is a fair dinkum to say the least like. So why didn't we get a little bit of unbelievably tall bamboo up here? I can't even see, dude. It's that unbelievably tall. It actually is so tall. Neither wonder you get 10 logs from that, 8 logs from that bad lad in 10 days. The size of that. So whenever that's all in, we'll maybe get those planted. Maybe. But for now, why didn't we enjoy the change of the tides? The water falling down the old waterfalls and replenishing our river here. Not gonna lie to you peeps, I thought the water would be falling by now. It's taking its time. There it comes, the water's falling. We're gonna have to go in and check out that source the next time it comes around. Because I thought it was just straight out, you could see. We explored it, you know. But anywho, the water's coming back. That means we need to unpause the industrial lumber mill. Get 2 beavers in there, cracking away. And you know what? We need to do something about all these jobs. That's right. Pause. And that'll do. Oh, I need to pause one of these. Right, keep an eye on this. Keep an eye on this, MiGly. Don't let it slip your attention again because you're busy removing berry bushes or something daft like that. Right, we've got 3 water pumpers. And in the matter of a couple of days, I want to double that to 6 water pumpers. We need all the water we can slurp, as well as storing all the kohlrabis we can grow. You know what, I've been holding out for a little bit of blueberry growth here, which, you know, always happens when you don't want it. But I'm going to plant a kohlrabi there. Sod it. Bloody sod it. Hey, the unbelievably tall bamboo, look at that one. Oh, is this beaver about to get this? No, it's not. Beaver's not about to get the tank in. I always get excited when the tanks are maybe coming in. Now, I'm going to delete the small tank and temporarily pop a lumberjack flag up here, just so we can get these pines cut down and out the way, you know? Or do we? Maybe we keep the pines. This could become Pine Hill. Why, aye. I'll do that. Pine Hill. Oh, pause it. I just caught it there. Oh, that was sheer luck. That was absolute luck. Nothing more, nothing less. What are you idling about, mate? Oh, you've got new logs to be grafting with, have you? Alright, 1 grafter in there while there's minimal logs knocking about. Because we do desperately need logs to go into these building projects here so we can get more water slobbers slobbing it up. Yeah, I'm just going to pop some pathways knocking about up here. Get a bit of access on the gun. There we go, a little bit of access about for whenever we come to use it. We should probably get at least over here soon. Pick up some berries like. Because I imagine when a bad tide comes and the water sources are just there right next to the berries, these berries aren't going to last very long at all. Can you spot the odd ball out while we watch this berry bush get picked up and the old pink tree get planted? That's right. The odd one out. The green oak. I just noticed a berry picker over here picking a berry. That means we can mark this bad lad for demolition with the maximist of priorities. And also, some berries would have got picked over here, or not yet. But these were also maximum priority pickages, so I thought they were going to get picked. But I not long left, we've got about a day, and then this will be their pink corner. Officially pinked up. And how long have we got left before these start growing? About halfway. 24%. 82%! Oh, this is the corner to get in. Right behind the house. 82% and then 27% right next to it. Right, now a day we'll have that in and all. We might finally start having some wood. I say finally, we're only in cycle 3. And I shouldn't get too keen because we haven't had a bloody bad tide yet. And I shouldn't have mentioned it because that means the next cycle's got to be a bad tide, isn't it? Oh, no. Why did I mention it? Why did I say its name? You know what? I haven't stopped thinking about what I said. So I think we're going to have a little speedy up bit until the tide change warning. As I'm scared it's going to be a bad tide. Oh, and now the tide hasn't changed yet, but look at this. Not only have our first ever blossoms of the map grown in, but we're gonna chop them straight down for those wood. Give me that 3 wood. Oh, morning, beavers. Wake yourselves up. We've got a big warning, but it's a drought warning. Thank you, beaver gods. I love you very, very much. Oh, that gives us some hope of succeeding here. Keyword there being some. These 32 by 32 maps are brutal. on bad tides, I assume, because I've never played one with a bad tide. I'm bloody petrified of a bad tide on this map. Like, it's just going to wipe everything out. Like, everything. That's why I'm trying to get a bit crazy with storage up here, even though we're not getting that much done. But like I say, I want to get as many planks going right now as possible. 2 beavers in there. Crank out as many planks as possible, especially now we actually have trees. Why don't we have a couple of days speedy up it? Alright, beavers, brace yourselves, because there's a drought. The wheel's gonna stop. And that's the end of the plank production. 6 days! That's less than the last one. I'll take that. Now, we do have no planks available. However, I do have 6 planks in here that I'm going to pause, 6 planks in here that I've got paused, and 6 planks in here that I've got paused. Because we do have a few platforms here that didn't have any planks in them. So to keep the things flowing, let's say beavers, pick up those planks, and then join, get yourself over, and hammer those planks in. So we can get a proper close-up angle of them just hammering them in. Oh, where's he gone with them? Where you going with them, Paul? Are you going up the top? You're going to hammer them in over here? Why, aye. Oh, knee hammering. Hammering from old mate, but I didn't focus on old mate, so the camera's off over here. Oh, it's great fun bloody playing with beavers, isn't it? Let's rescue these planks from being ladders. Turn them into platforms. You'll be able to see beavers dropping planks off and picking planks up just from this little camera point here. Are you seeing this beaver just kipping away with his heat in the doorway there? He's just schnoozing. Absolutely schnoozing. Now everybody get up and get to work. 5 days left of this drought. 300 and odd water. Yeah, we should be alright. We should be alright. We've only got 2 breeding pods to keep on top of, and 2 backup pods ready to go. And I think we may as well pause here for the time being, mate. Yeah, ooh, bloody hell, I've wasted a whole day not having 4 inventors on the gun. That is nae good, that. Look, I got 3 beavers with now to D. I do have plans for that, although I think it involves more planks than I currently have, which is unfortunate. Although there are 8 planks in there, and I technically don't need those for my plans. So, hey, beavers, if you wouldn't mind picking those up with a quickness, thank you very much, Lee. And then to help out with all of this, let me just delete these 2 water storages. I'm sure I will never come to regret that. And plop a hauling post on. Look at that big centralised hauling post, taking up 0 green growable ground. Oh, it takes 10 planks. Alright, beavers, get that in. Minimum priority job. That's an overflow job. But it may be absolutely crucial soon, where we have to ship water from our here to up here. Should we do our up here with the storage, aren't we? We have to build some more. We have officially chopped down all the trees here now, so we're playing the waiting game once again. But we're not that far along. Even the initial ones that got chopped down are at 30%. These are coming up 81%. It's worked out alright, having the staggered plant and grow on the gun. It should mean we have a consistent supply of wood over here in the corner. Just like we consistent supply of kohlrabies. Pick them up before they go die! Beavers, man. This power is working. Pick them up before they die. You know what, I'm going to have a look, see if there's a mod for bloody smart farmers, where they'll go pick up things that are drying out before they go pick up things that are not drying out and will last for days and days and days. Oh, man, we've got all the planks in there. Happy days. So we just need to get the logs in there, and then we'll be able to get the planks and logs in there. Although I have a feeling we're not going to be able to build this hauling post until after this drought's over. We need this water wheel shipping in. Look at that, the beavers already put a plank in here. Stop putting planks in here. I'll minimum prioritise the ladder on purpose. You know what? I'm going to get ladders doing here. We talked about it in the last episode. I'm going to do it in this episode. 1, 2 ladders on the old back-to-back stack. And I'll up the priority of those just to a high priority. So it's behind all of these ultra-high priorities. But it's not ahead of this normal priority ladder here. Because they always end up collecting planks. And you know what? Because it's a tiny map and you can fit it all on the screen and still see what's going on, I'm going to do a 3-day speedy update. So you can watch all the beavers run around like ants on the map. Little grey blue ants. Alright, how did we get on over the last 3 days? We still got food, we still got water. Now you could see that from the blue tops over there. I did have to quickly pause the deep water pump though when that was built. I wasn't expecting that to happen. But at least it works with the connection. I wasn't sure if it would because they wouldn't build the platform that was right outside it. But I don't see why it wouldn't work. The inventor's currently working off the side of it. And in Leviaville we had the water dump hanging out the side for the fountain. Legend has it, from under the kohlrabi sign a beaver will emerge that will complete the kohlrabi warehouse. Look at that, the legend was correct. From beneath the kohlrabi sign a beaver emerged and built the kohlrabi warehouse. Oh, now I saw all of these coming in and I started getting excited being like, yes, we'll have a nice stockpile of logs for the lumber mill. And no, we won't. The logs are just gone. And yeah, the logs are gone up here, which is fine. Although I may start pausing some of this. Like all of these warehouses here. Maybe some of these latter waters. Because I do still want to store lots and lots of water here. But I want to store lots and lots of water using medium tanks. But to do medium tanks, we need gears. To do gears, we need to spend 100 science points unlocking the gear workshop and plopping a dune somewhere. Now, as you can probably tell, I already have my industrial estate planned out here. It's gonna go right here where these kohlrabis are. Just there. With some assistance from our handy-dandy single platform there. So yeah, now, need more kohlrabis to be planted over here, beavers. This is going to be where the gear workshop lives, and we're going to have to get this built as well, so we don't end up running horrendously inefficiently. When you look at that, the beavers managed to get all the logs in here. Just need the planks and we're laughing. Why don't we while the Arvo away, watching the alley until they all pass out? And why don't we enjoy the changing of the tide by watching the waterfall through the waterfall this time? And we can get a great appreciation of why it takes so bloody long to get done. Or is it just my impatience? Here it comes, here it flows, and then it goes down and out. Oh, I see what it is. The water sources, they have to fill up a whole big area. It comes down the chute and then comes out. Aye, that's not too shabby, is it? But I think what it is time for is to say good day to old mate hanging about on the old tippity top here. And to say goodbye to old mate sitting on the tippity top here. As well as saying goodbye to this bloody episode. I'm terrible at outros, aren't I? Bye!